Hello, my name is Stanislav Grof. I am a clinical psychiatrist who has spent the last 60 years in the research of a very important subgroup of non-ordinary states of consciousness induced by psychedelics or some non-drug means that have healing potential, that have transformative potential, and even evolutionary potential. I call this group of non-ordinary states holotropic states. I also had the great privilege to be at the cradle of a new discipline in psychology called transpersonal psychology, together with Abraham Maslow, Tony Sutich, and Jim Fadiman. And today I have the great pleasure to invite you to a very special event that's happening in Prague, in the city where I was born. It will be in the last week of September, and it's the International Transpersonal Conference. Quite extraordinary cast that would involve people who are world experts in what we call hard sciences, that brought support for transpersonal psychology. People like Erwin Laszlo, system theorist, Amit Goswami, professor of quantum relativistic physics. There will also be a new generation of psychedelic researchers at this time of great renaissance of this research, people like Charlie Grob. And on the other side of the spectrum, we will have Rick Tarnas, who represents the cutting edge of transpersonal psychology, which is archetypal astrology. Now, I think this is coming at a very, very important time. This is 25 years from the previous conference that my late wife, Christina, and I brought to Prague, which was happening in a very optimistic atmosphere. This was a situation where after the fall of communism and liberation of Eastern European countries, there was a whole new spirit coming into Eastern Europe. Today it's quite different. Actually, the world situation has very deteriorated. It's the last straw being the political change in the United States that forecasts a real deterioration of the environment on this earth. So we are experiencing real global crisis, and many of us in the transpersonal movement feel that this crisis has one common denominator, which is a state of consciousness evolution of the human species, and there's no chance of any significant change without a powerful inner transformation of humanity. And transpersonal psychology brings both the concepts, the ideology for that inner transformation, and also means of transformation from psychedelic sessions to holotropic breathwork. And both of these developments will be represented in the conference in Prague. The new developments in the psychedelic research, and we also will offer a large pre-conference workshop with holotropic breathwork. The people going into the conference will have a chance to experience some of the unusual state of consciousness that can be used for this kind of a deep transformation. The other thing I would mention, that I don't think this is chauvinistic. Prague is one of the most beautiful cities in the world, and people who spent the first conference here all have quite amazing memories, what they experienced both professionally, personally, and also in terms of this being a major cultural event. So I hope that many of you will join us and will participate on this creation of the transpersonal movement in the world. Thank you very much.